Good morning. Good morning, KW Southwest family. How are you guys doing today? Y'all didn't invite your neighbors to come to the meeting? Y'all sure are. Y'all sure are. I'm going to rock this thing like it's packed. Welcome. Welcome. It's a rainy day, but rain brings some blessings. So going to shower some blessings on you guys. We got a jam-packed meeting for today with a lot of great information that deals with conversations and coffee. So let's jump right in with some good news and good information. You guys tell me something good. Let's fill our buckets. Hello, everybody online as well. I didn't even say that. We ain't got no buckets.
So I stepped out of my comfort zone on Monday and made some phone calls. And I actually talked to somebody from months ago from like an old open house. And now he's open to go look at homes on Sunday and he's working with a lender.
There we go. Yeah. What made you step out of your comfort zone?
Making those 25 calls with Bold.
What 25 calls are we referring to?
Bold.
There we go. All right. So it's just one day made a difference in what you're doing as long as you're committed to the action, correct? There we go. Let's get it. All right. Anything else? Tell us something good. LaDonna says she has something.
She's trying to pull up her stats.
It's a message from it's a message from a client. It's gonna take just a
that's okay.
Yes.
Take
So
time.
I showed her a home yesterday. Her mom was with her. This young lady is working on purchasing her third home.
Oh wow.
Found the first one, sold it, found the second one. We have that one on the market. So we're out yesterday. She sent me this message later. She said, "Thank you for your kind words this morning after viewing the second house. My own mother hardly ever tells me she's proud of me, especially during this season of my life. And to hear it from other women who are around my mom's age makes me feel good. I'm glad you said that in front of her. She's quick to engage in negativity, but being positive and sharing good energy and vibes is a thing she rarely does. So thank you again." I was so moved. And I shared this just to say, be that light for someone. And, you never know what impact you might be having on someone's day in their life.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. That was a great way to fill someone's bucket. Anybody else? Online? It says chat, but I don't see it.
I have something.
All right.
I actually have been commissioned to write a play of sorts for an African-American newspaper called the Houston Sun. They're celebrating their 40th year anniversary. It'll be at the Hilton, the mayor's involved and congressmen and all that. But yeah, so.
I learned something new, Adrian. I didn't know you write.
Oh,
with
yeah.
All these agents here looking for content, girl. All right, that's awesome. Congratulations with that. Anybody else? All right, let's keep
have one.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I got my first lease. I'm happy about that.
We are too. Hey, hashtag progress. Let's get it going.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, she got her first lease and more will come.
Thank you. Yes, indeed.
So let's talk about some of these upcoming classes that we have going on. Today is the AI tools for real estate business. Norman, will you talk about that a little bit later or? Okay, cool. Of course, this Saturday, we have our Shredding Hunger event. Kimber still is looking and her team are still looking for volunteers for that. We'll talk a little bit more about that when it comes up. On the 19th, Agent Financials with our very own Namesh. And then Trunk or Treat 2 weeks after the Shredding Hunger event on the 28th. So we'll jump into those as well. So here is the AI tools. It's happening right after our team meeting. Okay.
Your mic.
Oh. There you go.
Okay, at 12:30 today, Joe's coming in and he's going to do some AI tools with y'all guys. Yes, I'm losing my voice a little bit. It gets better and gets worse, but isn't this sexy, huh?
Oh, gosh. Look, we already had a whole thing last team meeting with Andy and Chad. We're just gonna keep this rolling in a
Okay, AI is amazing these days. It is moving faster than anything anybody can expect. Okay, so let's get some of the AI in here and use the tools. Okay, and let's get some leads. Okay, so he's going to show you how to use Remind, and we're probably going to have a class on Remind itself and some other AI tools. But Chat GPT can do so much now. Yes, it's going to cost a little bit if you want to use the upper grade versions of it, but the lower grade versions does very well too. So let him show you what to do. Okay.
Got his Barry Manilow voice going on. Turn off the lights. Okay. Yeah, Joe Roman is a great resource. He's huge on technology. So leverage that resource. Come to the class today. Learn a little bit more about AI and how you can use that to help reduce the time that you're spending working on the business. You can
Here and on Zoom.
Okay, so both here and on Zoom if you didn't hear that raspy voice. All right, moving on. Agent Financials. If you haven't already heard about it, we put a post on there in our closed Facebook group earlier on today. Look, the purpose of business is to fund that perfect lifestyle. The only way you're going to do that is if you have a profit. So come explore your numbers so we can definitely see your success, okay? You're going to learn about the control and the flow of your money, understanding the difference between business expenses and personal expenses, setting up your business to protect your money, and then leveraging your bank accounts and credit cards to help you manage your money. This is a great time to jump into your finances if you have not been looking at it all year long. The holiday seasons are coming. So how do you set yourself up for success to go through the holiday season and then start the new year with a bang? Okay. So more information will be there. Lunch will be served on Thursday, and we'll continue to press on how to manage your money. Moving on. Hey, if you haven't heard, yeah, I did that. Wake y'all up. I see all y'all on y'all's phones. No, I'm just like, the Market Center is getting a facelift. We've been in this for quite some time, and so we have some great things coming about. Fresh paint flooring is coming soon, and we need your help. We need your help. If you want your place to be spruced up, you actually have no choice. We need you to move your stuff, okay? Clean out your private offices. We have Shredding Hunger coming out, so if there's some extra papers that are personal or you just want to shred, please donate some items, right? Non-perishable items, and bring your sensitive documents to shred on this Saturday. So start cleaning it out so your room or your office can look great as well. PC. Come on down, Israel. Let us know. Tell us something
Is
good.
this all mic? Is mic on? Okay,
Yep,
good.
you're hot.
Just really quickly, we'll have no PC group coaching after this because I want y'all to attend Norman's class. Also, I guess can I go into trunk or treat?
Go right
as
ahead.
well? Okay. This isn't specifically for PC. This is for everyone. I have a trunk or treat playbook for y'all. Can you help me pass those out a little bit, actually? And we'll see if we
We'll
need
get
more.
the team.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just jump into the trunk or treat thing now.
And I need this.
So I made y'all a trunk or treat playbook. If we need more copies, I'll get more copies out to you. As a reminder, first prize is 2024 Hardoos, which is awesome because that's what
$4.95.
$4
$500.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can go all out on trunk or treat and try to win first prize. I won't be competing this year, so you have a good chance. Or I'll be doing my trunk, but I won't partake in the contest. Second prize is a basic agent bill. Third prize is a $50 gift card. You can see in the marketing plan there, really quickly, door knock your neighborhood and invite them to the event using door hangers and flyers. Incorporate a QR code to a Google Sheet on your marketing material for people to register and capture contact information, right? They don't have to register for trunk or treat, but it's a great way for y'all to capture people and their contact info and add them to your database. This Friday is Friday the 13th. You should be doing some Halloween lead gen around Friday the 13th, right? You can do a cool open house or just door knock and use the trunk or treat flyer, not this, but the flyer to trunk or treat around it for Friday the 13th. Have flyers at your open house or trunk or treat, leave a flyer at local businesses with your contact information and or a QR code for people to register, again, capturing information. Blast the event out to your database, of course, social media posts leading up to the event, at the event, and after the event, okay? Whenever y'all have events, think about the before, the during, the after. You have easily 10 to 20 touches for your either database, leads, prospects, the general public, okay? Use command to send a bulk text with details about the event. Have a giveaway to capture more contacts at the event. You can order an Amazon prize wheel, a little thing that you spend for like 20, 25 bucks, okay? Because when people are coming to your trunk, if you have some way to capture their information as opposed to just them grabbing the candy and go, which is okay too, right? But to get the most out of it, try to capture some information. And if you have some kind of prize, do y'all know what I did last year? I had a little Plinko board. You know what Plinko is, right? You drop the thing. And Tara yelled at me for this. She was like, so then at the bottom, if it falls into different slots. 3 of those were you get an extra little kids Halloween thingy, whatever it is, from the dollar store. And then 2 of those, they lost candy. They lost candy. So Tara's like, you're gonna take candy away from the kids? I was like, do you want to play or not? And the kids were like, okay, I'll play. And this one kid played it 3 times, and I was like, give me your candy. And then at the last one, he's like, I'm not playing this anymore, and he walked away. So yeah. Well, you know what's funny? Some of the kids were smart. They gave me the crappy candy. They're like, here's the popcorn that so-and-so gave me, or whatever it was. So anyways, if you make it interactive and fun, you can capture some information on that, okay? And then event best practices really quickly. Arrive no later than 5:30 to set up. Bring everything you need because you will not be allowed to leave, right? There's people walking around and stuff. You can't just drive away. Bring lots of candy. Costco has a great deal. There's 20 bucks for a huge bag of candy. So bring decorations, goodie bags, chairs, marketing material, a table if you need it. And very important, work the event before, during, and after for the best results. There's a little sample script there you can use for door knocking, okay? Or circle prospecting. Cool.
Okay, I hope y'all know that this is not just for PC, even though this is coming from a PC play.
Yes,
Run the play.
I just went ahead and jumped into the trunk or treat part of it as well. Okay. So if
Run the
anyone needs
play.
more copies of this, let me know. I'll make more copies.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. All right, great.
We have an AOT minute, or is that?
I don't know, but we can do it right after marketing. All right, come on through.
Hi. How's everyone doing? We're gonna do it. That was terrible. We're gonna try
Y'all
to
represent for the
Yeah,
people
like,
who
I
are
do
not
this-
here,
I
right?
do this every week. What's going on? How's everyone doing? Awesome. Thank you, Chad.
There you go, Ladonna.
Oh, the clapping. That's
Get
even
some
better. I
leaders up in
appreciate
here.
it. So my name is Greg. I'm your marketing director. I just want to do an add-on to what Norman was talking about with ChatGPT. So like I'm in marketing, so I use ChatGPT a lot, right? So my team manages about like 50 to so social media accounts, do various lists and presentations. We use it for scripts for some of the videos we work on. We use it to create agent bios. So if you want to create a bio, actually ChatGPT can help with that. So, and I could say some more complex things as well. Now, even as Israel was talking about some of the scripts and even social media content, you can use ChatGPT for that as well. So maybe some of you are saying, I don't want to say the same thing every agent is saying. So you can actually put it on ChatGPT and say, reword this. And it'll actually write something similar in different words. So that could be for your social media or for your script. So I'm just kind of plugging that in again, but I know the class is at 12:30 today.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you're thinking about using any of the playbook or beyond that, you should definitely attend that class for sure. Cool. But once again, this Saturday, I got more.
Wait, there's more.
Yeah, right. This Saturday, of course, is Shredding Hunger. So we're expecting a good crowd. So definitely want all our agents to come out in a big way and contribute as well. So, of course, if you have your own food to donate, that makes a big difference. So even if you're not shredding papers, you can still donate. If you're not showing up, you can still promote the event. Remember, this is a great way to touch your database, sharing social media, sending an email. So for people that who said they're looking to attend, great time to send a reminder, whether it's a text, email, or preferably a phone call. Like, hey, this Saturday, make sure you come early, because a lot of times people come at like 9 o'clock, 9:30 because they don't want the shredding truck to be full. So remind your clients in your database to come as early as possible. So that's on Saturday. We're still looking for additional volunteers. So, use the QR code to sign up. Even if you do not sign up and you're just dropping your own papers to shred and, donating food, you can stop for a few minutes and help load the truck and help some of our other clients that are coming in. So we definitely want to have as much people supporting as well. So that's for this Saturday. It's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. You guys maybe or should have already had the content that you're sharing. But if you don't and you need some help with the last minute post, for sure, let me know and we'll make sure that you have that ready. I think Israel already went through for trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat
already
did that.
Yeah, right. We already went to the trunk or treat, but once again, this is a big event, 1,200 people showing up. We have a lot of trunks already, right? But we're looking for more.
So we have roughly 60 trunks between agents and vendors. The more the better, right? So we will have 3 rows set up for the community to come through. We have 3 food trucks rather. We'll have some music, some fun. So it's gonna be a great time, guys. So again, use this as it's fun anyways, but use this as a lead gen strategy, with the playbook I just gave you. Okay.
All right, cool. And once again, we have the marketing material. So if you do not have any marketing material for the event and you want to promote it, feel free to reach out to my team. This is a top priority for my team. So any of my assistants, they'll make sure to respond. I know a bunch of people in this room have asked, and we made sure that you had whatever materials that you needed. So reels, videos, etc. Just a reminder, so my site, Agent Marketing Desk, we do full service marketing. So any of you need any assistance, whether it's logo, with support for your website, business card. We actually are doing open house signs now. So if you needed help with an open house sign, a custom design, we'll do that for you as well. All materials are shipped to the market center, so there's no shipping fees or anything like that. We don't charge for design for any of the print materials. You need custom websites, etc. The goal is to make sure that all of you have a cohesive brand and market material that you can use to grow your business. So that's all I got for you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, Agent.
ALC minute.
Yep. So take advantage of those scripts, which we call conversations, and we'll lean into that a little bit later.
This
This-
ALC
ALC minute.
And this is LaDonna. So can you tell them what AOC is real quick? So
the
agents-
Agent Leadership Council. But before I do that, I just want to say, I'm LaDonna and I'm bold.
Yes, you are.
So for whoever has not had an opportunity to participate in our bowl, I think we're over the limit now, right?
We probably
just-
have 1 or 2 more spaces.
We have the best bowl coach of all here with us for this season. And I'm really excited about where this is going for my business. And I hope if you have an opportunity, you'll join in. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. Question: who knows that Sugar Land is one of the most diverse cities in the nation? Who knows that? Okay. How about this? Who knows that our Keller Williams Market Center ranks among one of the most diverse in the world? Who knew that? Who knew that? Okay. Okay, so that is that's something that we can be really proud about. And what we are doing is getting back to a cultural tradition this year on November 15th, our November 15th team meeting, which is the week before Thanksgiving. We're bringing back our annual potluck. Who knows what that means?
Delicious.
Right.
Not only delicious.
10
we're
10 extra
going to
pounds.
Have an food. Where my foodies?
Yeah. Whew. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We're going to have an international cuisine takeover. You see all this space in here?
Mhm.
All the hallways, that's what happens. How many of you have participated in? Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. And it's an opportunity for you if you have a special dish or you want to bring something in. We'll have a sign up starting at our next meeting. So this is the deal. What are you bringing? But even more, who are you going to invite? Because
Yes.
that's a huge opportunity for us to invite other agents in the area to visit our market center and experience our great culture here. So I have one ask of you today. Take out your phone, that little power piece that you have, and go ahead and mark in that you are going to attend on Wednesday, November 15th. Okay, put it on your calendar, because if it's not on your calendar, what?
It doesn't exist.
Okay, and that's for you
not
guys
on your
too,
schedule,
out
it
there
doesn't exist.
virtually. So thank you again. I'm proud to serve you. And just remember, you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And thanks again to all of our
Awesome.
amazing leaders.
Great tee up as well. Thank you, LaDonna. Such a great leader. Keep those phones out. You're gonna need it, okay, for today. So we are jumping into the theme of today. I'm glad she mentioned Bold because it's been very inspirational. How many of you guys were here for Bold on Monday? Woo. I heard somebody from outside of the room. Absolutely. What was the most impactful thing for those of you who participated that you got from Bold on Monday? Reprogram your mind? Got you. Tell me a little bit more about that. Yeah.
She just talked about how a lot of times many people grow up with specific programming where you're brought up a certain way, certain ideas, beliefs that you're kind of, are put into your head and just believe them for the rest of your life. As you continue to grow up and develop like career, personal life, finances, etc. And then she talked about how in order to become the person you want to become, you have to be intentional about reprogramming your mindset and becoming that person that you actually envision yourself to be.
I love that summary. I love that summary. The conversations that we have with ourselves, the conversations that people impart on us, and the conversations that we have for others. I mean, LaDonna brought up a great example, right? Earlier on in our bucket fills, they matter. They can change your life and they can change someone else's life. And so today's team meeting, we're going to talk about conversations and we're going to actually get into action. And we're using it around the whole thing about coffee. And the reason why coffee is that just happens to be the theme for this whole month or this whole week for me, but also I needed it. I've had probably 2 cups. No, but also because in Bold, we did a little thing, right, around coffee. So how do we learn exactly what to say so that we can get new leads, and how do we use coffee to do that? So today you're going to walk away with some things to say so that you're very intentional, some things that are very impactful. And some of it is coming, or a lot of it is coming around this book called Exactly What to Say, right, for real estate agents. Okay. And so let's jump right in. Last week, Chad talked about a specific group of people. Okay. Because we're going to be very intentional. Who is that group of people that's the largest group right now that's getting into the market? Millennials. And they do things a little differently. Wouldn't you agree? Okay. So how can we, for the next 2 weeks, as we're getting geared up, for those of you who are coming back for Bold Step 2, but for those of you who are not, consider this a lesson for it, right? How do we get intentional about reaching that group and get ahead of the market with coffee conversations? Okay. So the median first-time home buyers age is 34, and they're a large group and they're getting into this market. So in Bold, we talked about this specific script, right? So I'm gonna read it out for you guys. You can change it, but what I want you to do while I'm reading it is I want you to get your phone out. Okay. So it says, hello, whoever the person is. You can get into a conversation. Be informal if you're an informal person. I'm more like, hey, hey, how's business? How's your family? Right? And then you say this season, in Bold it said this year, but we're in a season right now. This season, I'm being more intentional about connecting with my favorite people, and you're at the top of my list. So right there, you're connecting with them and letting them know that they're special. Whether it's coffee, lunch, or just a chit chat, I would love to catch up. When is a good time for you? So here's what I want you to do, because I'm always about action, right? Because you're going to leave here and it may not happen. I want you to take out your phone. Most of y'all have smartphones. Hopefully most of y'all have iPhones, because that's the only way I know how to do this. For the rest of y'all, figure it out. And I want you to go to your settings. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a quick shortcut within our phone so that it's easy for you to send this text out. Let me go back because it's going without me. Hold on. So you're gonna go to settings. When settings pops up, you're gonna go to general. From general, you're gonna go to keyboard. From keyboard, you're gonna go to text replacement. Do I need to slow down? Okay, hold on. From text replacement, so you went to settings, right? You went to keyboard, right? General, sorry. Then you went to keyboard. Then you went to text replacement. It's typically at the top. Okay. I'm not the tech person, but right there, there's a plus sign. So go to the plus sign at the top, right-hand corner, left-hand corner. Okay. You should come up to a screen that looks like this. And we're going to enter that phrase. I didn't start it off with the hello because I want to feel free to do whatever I need to do. So I went and started with the other portion. Do y'all need the phrase again? Okay. I go back. I started with this season. I'm being more intentional about connecting with my favorite people. And you're at the top of my list. Whether it's coffee, lunch, or just a chit chat, I would love to catch up. Now you can write it just as I have it, and you can go back later and make it your own, right? When is a good time for you? That is critical that you add that question on there. We'll talk about that in a second. When I see eyes, we'll move forward. Because then you need to put what the trigger will be or what your shorted text will be. And I've learned the hard way not to actually put the full word because every time you say that word or put it in text, this whole thing pops up. I'll tell you in a sec. Y'all good? Okay, so let's go back here. Uh-oh. Little thing is in my way. I want to fast forward. Okay, so once you enter that, now you need to add what the text replacement will be, all right? Or what text you want it to replace. Let's get to this top. All right, see where it says shortcut? I just put CTCHUP for catch up. I don't want to spell the whole word. I'm just telling you for me because it gets annoying when you start putting the word catch in any other thing and all this thing pops up. So put something that will remind you, but is not the way you would usually spell it, okay? So I just put CTCHUP, catch up. Now, when I go to send my text, I can start off, hey, how are you doing? How's family, blah, blah, blah. And then I put CTCHUP and this pops up, okay? All right. If you're following along with your DTD2, you know this week, who are we texting? Just cheat. Who are we texting? I mean, you can read the sign. It says it on there. Y'all can't see that? Text the Ys. Right now, it's the week of 10/10. We're on F and G, so we should be texting the Ys. Text the Ys. You're calling F and G. You're texting the Ys. Guess what you're about to do? Open your phone up. Go to your contacts. Go to the Ys. Well, we're going to be very intentional. What group are we focusing on right now? Millennials. Just find a millennial. That's a Y. If you don't find one, find the closest person to a millennial. Gen Xers, I mean, is that before them? I don't know. Gen Zs, those are millennials too. But go to Y. Because before we're done, somebody's going to respond back to you. So say hello and then put catch up. and send. Okay? If you're not capitalizing on the D2 schedule, you're going to find that you don't have a schedule and you're just wondering who you're going to be wandering around and trying to figure out who you're going to call, who you're going to text, who you're going to do whatever. So leverage the tools that we have with the D2 schedule. Y'all good? Y'all sent it? When you send it, put your phone down. But you got to send it. Hold the people next to you accountable. Okay? And so now we're going to learn about some other magic words. What do you do when they say yes to your appointment? Okay? What do you do when they say yes to your appointment? First, we're going to see why they're even going to say yes and how you took the no away. All right? All right, good. Most eyes are up. Let's keep it moving. All right, change your words, change your world. That's the premise behind this book, right? The fundamental truth about any negotiation is that the person asking the questions is the person who is controlling the conversation. Would y'all agree with that statement? Say yes. All right. So you're going to learn how to use prefacers, how to frames and lead-ins to control more of your conversations. And you may be asking yourself, why questions? Why questions, right? And the reason why is because they're great for starting conversations, they're great for building relationships, and they're great for creating opportunities, which will lead people down to making decisions. Are we in a time right now where people are a little bit on the fence? And yet we know there's opportunity out there. So how do we lead them into making decisions and choosing you? Okay. So let's talk about that. Again, I'm taking this from this book. If you have not gotten this book yet, you're missing out. The entire leadership team is doing a whole training on this book. And if you guys are interested, we are ordering some as well. So if you're interested, Sina Mesh, yeah, you. And we'll get your pre-order, okay? And they'll be here within a week or two. So that's where this is coming from. So let's dive in. Let's take a look at the text we just said. When would be a good time? This is our magic word or phrase because it helps overcome one of the biggest challenges that we face. Rejection. How many of you guys don't really like rejection? Yeah, that's the majority of us, right? And procrastination. So the magic with this prompt is that it prompts the other person to automatically assume, right, that there will be a good time and that no is no longer an option. Because what can they say no to? You said, when would be a good time? So you've given them an opportunity to go check their schedule and come back to you. It takes away that rejection and makes it powerful. This assumption acknowledges that there will probably be a good time. It just may be in the future, in the near future, or further down. Here's an example. When would be a good time for you to take a look at the area and what is available? When would be a good time to get your home photographed? If it's your coffee conversation, when would be a good time to follow up with you on this referral that you gave? Right? Can somebody in the audience give me one example of when would be a good time? Create your statement. Anybody? Online? Absolutely. Let's say they're trying to push your meetup, you just called them maybe, right? You're doing your 20-25 calls and they are just like, oh, I got to think about it. I'm really, really busy and blah, blah, blah. And then you say, right. And discuss. Good. All right. So let's go to another one. Who do you know? Because part of your conversation when you get to that coffee meetup is to get a referral, correct? All right. So who do you know? The thing about this is don't become that annoying realtor by projecting your ability to help in every single conversation, right? Sometimes we say, who do you know that I can refer this? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? And we take away the specific thing and it starts to become annoying. Instead, When you ask this question and tie it into specific circumstances, then it becomes more powerful because it shifts the direct ask away from the person you're speaking with and toward a third person who you currently do not know. And then you think of a circumstance. So let me give you an example. So page 16 on this thing here. So who do you know that's moving to the area? Who do you know that's upsizing or downsizing? Who do you know that's considering investing in real estate? Does that make sense? Right? You may notice that in these examples, each question is fueled with possibility and not certainty. Right? Using words like thinking about or could be or maybe or might, they deliver more fluidity to the conversation and allows the person to think further. So you don't get an automatic no. They now have to subconsciously start thinking along those lines. Who do you know who just recently had a baby that I can reach out to? Right? All right. Any questions about who do you know? Move on. What do you understand? So you're going along this conversation. You've had a couple of cups of Java, and you've asked them, who do you know? And the first thing they do is say something negative about the market. What are some things y'all hear? Oh, that was too many of y'all. What? The houses are too expensive. What else? Interest rates are too high. That's oddly specific. I don't want to take on too much financial responsibility. Now, you have a choice as an agent. You can go down that line of argument with them and debate with them, or you can check the validity of their statement. What do you currently understand about interest rates? Right? That's the magic of it. Well, you're going to first make them doubt themselves, right? Because they're just certain and they're coming in there. But the question, shows them that there could be potentially something that they don't know. And you get to understand where they are on this spectrum. So what do you currently understand about housing prices? What do you currently understand about our market? Okay, create that doubt. Put some space between their opinion and the facts. Make sense? All right. So then they're like, oh, okay, what's going on here? Okay, I didn't think about that. And then we can use this most people. Now, what's important about this is we know that not making decisions, being very indecisive stops people from moving forward. And they were trying to put that block up there by telling you, hey, this is happening in the market, blah, blah. And you just debunked all of that. So now you want to encourage them by saying most people. Why do you think that's effective? Most people. Most people recognize that the market still has opportunity, and so they jump right in. What's powerful about that? Inclusivity. You're absolutely right. The brain tells them, I'm most people, so perhaps that's what I should do too. That's what makes it powerful. It moves people from procrastination to decisiveness. Most people. Your kids try to use this on you all the time, right? Well, all my friends are going. Most people. We didn't say all people because they can argue with that, but most people, right? All right, so it moves them forward. Next one, a favor. We love this. You'll see this in bold come up as well. So this is, if you've been dropping knowledge during your conversation and coffee, right? They start feeling a sort of indebtedness to you. And you kind of open it up to be able to get anything that you want from them. So that's the power about this one. You can rarely achieve success in life and business without the help of others. So asking for support definitely moves you towards achievement. So when you've been providing value during your conversation, and then you slide in, hey, could you do me a small favor? Towards the end, what do you think they're going to say? Most likely, most people say sure, right? And even if they say, they don't really say no, they may have a conditional yes. Well, it depends. right? So it's not an automatic no. So you're not getting that rejection. Well, it depends. What do you need? And then they hear you out. So ask for that. Ask for a small favor. If they've yet to give you a referral, this is the time. You've added value. You've changed their world, right? Because you changed their words. So now you ask them. All right. The next one. Let's say they now have started considering buying a home themselves, and you see the twinkle in their eye, or potentially selling their homes. And so this one is powerful. I'm not sure if it's for you, but, right? Why is that powerful? Same reason, right? People want to be included, right? So what's the but? So what you've done is allowed them to pause and think to themselves, well, I may want to at least consider what she's talking about. What is it? Why are you taking it away? I did it in school. I used to do that to y'all, right? The statement prompts that little voice inside your listener's head to think, I might want to take a look at this. And it's rejection free. This may not be for you, but I have a couple of homes that are about to hit the market from my office that you may want to look at. This may not be for you, but I'm having a competition about referrals and I'm giving away a $100 gift card. This may not be for you, but I'm not sure if it's for you, but that but is the most powerful piece in here. Okay. Any questions about those? All right. You can take this coffee conversation thing on the road. If your niche is farming a specific area, I got this one from Ross McKeithren, coffee shop camping, right? So maybe you're not just going around and asking for some coffee, but what you do is you set up shop at a coffee shop and you blast it out to the neighborhoods, the teachers, the whatever. Hey, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., coffee's on me. And you bring them through. And all they need to do is come have a conversation with you. That's it, right? Or maybe they don't, but they're acknowledging. Maybe they pick up a card. So that's in farming a specific neighborhood. Or maybe you have carved out a different type of niche and it's talking to teachers. This is what I used to do. And I had coffee and conversations. And every third Thursday of the month, I would go and set up shop with muffins and coffee and whatever else. And we would have conversations. Or maybe it's that you're really leaning into your sphere of influence. And so you hand deliver coffee to 10 people per month out of your sphere. What impact would that have? Or maybe you reward people with referral gift cards for being your star buck, right? So those are some things that you can do. But today, we're going to do something else. And you should have the paper in front of you. If you don't, please get it. Let's talk about the coffee competition playbook. I actually need a copy. Thanks. We're about to do this. So hopefully you've started to receive some, thank you so much, Dinesh. Some people, and I got this from the playbook. Nobody has one out here. The playbook that they have from the MREA. Oh, yeah, you can go get it. There's a QR code at the bottom of this for you to order it. So this was made by Wendy Papasan, Jay Papasan's wife. And she used this coffee conversation competition as a way to move forward. And she utilized this book. So what she did was she identified a goal and a prize. That's step one, right? The person with the most books given. So she just did it within her team. The person with the most books given, referrals received, and an appointment set got a $100 gift card. You can choose whatever prize you want. She set a goal of a minimum of 2 appointments in person. Don't overcomplicate it. Just send the text and ask for coffee. All right. Then she got her team to buy in. She included admins and VAs. This is someone who has a team. For you, it could be just do it amongst your friends. She picked a theme. So in her case, she used this Your First Home book to tailor the conversation. We have copies of this in our office as well, so you can utilize it. This is made by Keller Inc. And it's talking about different things about how to buy your first home. Who are we targeting? Millennials. Okay. So then when she went on the appointment, step 4, she brought a copy of Your First Home and she stapled her card to the back of it. You can do the same thing. And during the conversation, she brought out the book and said, you know what? This new book from Keller Williams just came out. It's called Your First Home. Who do you know that could use this book? See how she used it? Right? Tell them you only have one ask and for the referral's contact information. Just say you only have one and ask for the referral. So you only have one of these. So ask for the referral's contact information. And then 5, continue the conversation. It's in the follow-up, you guys. It doesn't change. It's in the follow-up. Thank the person for meeting you, contact the referral and send them a copy of the first home, and set up a first-time home buyer seminar and invite all of the referrals. So if you're doing this 2 times per week, what impact will that have on your business come the new year? And add everyone you have to your database, right? You set up the database, you feed it, you contact it daily, right? And then you service the appointments. Does this seem doable? Yeah. Right? How many of you are going to commit to a coffee competition? Nobody? Conversations? It doesn't have to be a competition here. I'm saying within yourself, right? And utilize that. All right, that's it for me. Oh, let me leave you out with this. Somebody in here will appreciate this statement. So our work, our relationship, our lives succeed or fail one conversation at a time. While no single conversation is guaranteed to transform a company, a relationship, or a life, any single conversation can. Speak and listen as if this is the most important conversation you will ever have with this person. It could be. Participate as it matters, as if it matters, because it does. That's by Susan Scott. So go out there, you guys, and have those conversations. All right, do we have any of our business partners here? No, great. They're out having conversations. Well, there's one very important conversation we'd love to have. This is our lunch sponsor here. We're very thankful and grateful for him. So we'll bring up Steven from Brian & Brian Inspection, and he'll tell you a little bit more about other conversations you can have. Take it away. Here's the mic. You may want to get on the side.
This kind of stuff, guys, is what we do as growth reps on the daily. Feeding your database, contacting it, setting appointments, doing these things at coffee shops. It's what we do. It's what you guys do, and it is paramount to your business. This stuff works. It really does. We use a different kind of CRM, but I mean, it's all about just keeping top of mind. And if you commit to doing that, you will be successful. Some of y'all have met me. I'm with Brian & Brian Inspections. We're out of Pearland, but we have 20 inspectors. We have gotten a lot of business from you guys over the years and actually recently. We appreciate that. We thank you for that. What she's handing out now is some info on our new builds. We're doing a ton of new builds because the millennials are getting into new builds. We do all 3-phase new construction, phase 1, 3, 4, phase 2, pre-drywall, and phase 3, the final build out. What is maybe a good tool for you guys while working with younger people is we have a pay at close option. So your buyers don't have to pay up front. All they have to do is ask for that option. They can pay at the closing table. If they're getting into a new build, seller incentives basically take care of the price of the inspection right there at the table. It's becoming really, really popular. It's becoming really, really popular with the demographic that you guys are talking about. Do the prices change for these phases? They do have different prices, the phases. We don't offer them as a package, but if you have a buyer who is interested in doing all 3 phases, we heavily discount them. But yeah, it's extremely important, and we have some programs that are kind of geared toward younger first-time home buyers. So thank you, guys. Eat my food.
That's awesome. All right. Hopefully you guys will know. I trust that you guys will go out there and commit to at least having 2 conversations per week over coffee or your beverage of choice and get some more referrals. Other than that, y'all enjoy. Have a good one. Your choice. What other beverages are you talking about, Jimmy? Chai tea. You know, millennials get very creative with what they even the coffee. Exactly. The tea with boba. Ask them for that.